Hello there, welcome to Dumb Learning. This video is about me going through different roadmaps and trying to figure out if I can find the best way to learn a skill. And what I know about myself is I go the brute force way of studying something from scratch, and I thought I couldn't be the only one, right? There must be people who go through the dumb ways to learn things, and I realized if I could, record my entire journey of how I learned something, maybe I would have better insights on myself and a better understanding of what I could be doing better to learn something faster. And what better way to learn, start this journey than to learn something that you have very little idea about. So that's what we are doing today. I'm on a website called roadmaps.sh. This is a website that has roadmaps to like different skills, different roles, and what you kind of do is, let's say I want to become a front-end engineer and I start with front-end beginner, and you kind of have a roadmap of things that you should ideally know to become a front-end developer, right? um, so that's what we are going to do. So I am going to start with front-end beginner today, and I'm going to make a playlist of it, um, and hopefully we will learn some skills, you and me together, I guess, where I take you through my thought process when I'm learning something. So I am not going to waste my time here. Or your time, no, my time. I will not waste my time here, and I'll go start with front end beginner, and we'll choose one topic and then the next topic, and it'll be a series of videos that I'll be putting on YouTube, just so we have an idea regarding if I am alone here. So um yeah, doing YouTube is, I guess, not easy. I'm sucking on my first video. Front end beginner, so let's start. So to become a front-end developer, okay, what I know about being a front-end developer, it basically means like, what are the aesthetics, of um, you know being or making a website, right? So okay, how do I move from screen recording? Okay, never mind. Windows Shift N. Okay, I guess that doesn't do anything. Okay, can I go to here? No. Oh. That's my work. Sorry, you forget that. Please forget that. Um, let's say I start a new tab here. Okay. If I search for Nyan Cat, yeah, and I go to this website. So the looks of it on that this cat should appear here, the rainbow should shit itself, there's non-stop Nyan Cat written over here, the non-stop Nyan Cat should appear at the very top. All of that is basically front end, right? So it doesn't mean that it tells where the cat should be going, or like, let's say if there was a functionality to um change the cat with a uploaded image of mine, I think that's considered backend because that's a logic that you'll have to put into it. But if I have to say that, okay, this is the complete website, this is how the text should look, this is where it should appear, I think that's the aesthetic of the website, and the aesthetic is determined by the front end. At least that's what my understanding is. Let's see what it tells you. Step-by-step guide to becoming a modern front-end developer in 2025. Lovely. 0% done. Great, fantastic. I am not going to make an account and just, leverage anything here. Let's say, okay, actually I should be going through all of this, right? What is a front-end developer? Yeah, that's what I needed. A front-end developer is a professional who uses HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Yeah, that's what I know so far. Because let's say if I click on inspect, you kind of see this code, and I think like as far as I know, this is the HTML code. I don't know where the CSS really appears, but I would think it should be somewhere here, right? I think these style sheets are called CSS. Yeah, this should be something like CSS. And what I understand is the script thingies are basically JavaScript, right? So yeah, now if I go back to design and build a visual and interactive elements of websites and applications that users engage with directly. Okay, yeah. Ensure the interface is responsive, accessible, and visually appealing. Every feature you see and interact with a website, like buttons, menus, and items, is created by a front-end developer. Okay, so the interactions are also somewhat included in the front-end developer. Now I'm curious what the definition of a back-end developer is. What is the role of a front-end developer? While this is not a complete front-end developer job description, the following can be considered as a great introduction. You'll be responsible for creating the UI, or the user interface, of a website to ensure it looks good and easy to use, with a great focus on design principles and user experience. I do not have a great focus on design principles. I think I like designs like this, very ragtag. I don't know if that's aesthetic. You will be working closely with designers, backend developer, and project managers to make sure the final product meets the client's needs and provides the best possible experience for the end users. Okay, great. Which languages are used for front-end development? Should be English. No. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. What is HTML? The markup language used to create the skeleton of a page. All the information you want to show on a page will be laid out through HTML. I do not understand what that means. I'm assuming that just means like what should be written on the page. The cascading style sheet language allows you to adjust the way in which HTML elements are rendered. Okay, so I'm assuming HTML tells you what to write, or HTML is how you tell the browser what you write, and CSS is what tells you how the HTML should look like, right? JavaScript. This is a de facto programming language for front-end development and allows you to add dynamism to your website, web apps. What the fuck is dynamism? There's an alternative known as TypeScript, which is a strongly typed superset of JavaScript that you can use instead. However, in that scenario, you would have to set up a transpiler to translate your code into JavaScript before being able to run it in the browser. I didn't understand anything. What skills are required? Determination, hope, friendship. No, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, rest are also important. Understanding the core technologies, okay. Understanding accessibility, version control systems, responsive design, UX, SEO, RESTful APIs. Huh? Testing and debugging, dev tools, frameworks. I'm assuming these are things that I'll learn on the way, so can I just skip it? I don't want to read all of this. Oh, this is a very short thing. Okay. So we'll start with something like, wow, okay. This is not found. Interesting. Oh. So it says that this is a beginner friendly version of the front-end roadmap. Make sure to visit the detailed version. I'm assuming this one is old. I'll just go here. This is the home page. Front end. Yeah. Oh, this is much lengthier. Okay. I guess we'll start with this. Internet. What is the internet? Internet is where you share memes. Internet is a global network of interconnected computers using TCP/IP protocols. I'll just write this down for my own benefit. So we have the internet. It's a global network of interconnected computers. So let's say that this is computer 1, this is computer 2, and this is computer 3. It's saying that all of these are interconnected. So I'm assuming you can go from here to here. You can also go from here to here. You can also go from here. Now that looks like eyes. So these are all interconnected, and this, all of this is considered the internet, and it's saying that they use TCP/IP protocols. I don't know what that means. Okay, so they talk to each other, I'm assuming, with TCP/IP protocols. Revolutionize communication, commerce, education, and okay, great. Enables web browsing, streaming, and okay. I don't think that gave me much, but it's a good definition, I guess, in a way. At least I could visualize something out of it. I'll read this article. How does the internet work? Since the explosive growth of web-based applications, every developer stands to benefit from understanding how they're not the general public, guys, only the developer. Through this article and its accompanying introductory series of short videos about the internet from Code.org, I'll watch these videos later on. And I'll link these. You will learn the basics of the internet, how it works. After going through this article, you will be able to answer the following questions. What is the internet? How does the information move on the internet? How do the networks talk to each other and the protocols involved? What's the relationship between packets, routers, and reliability? HTTP and the HTML. How are you viewing this web page in your browser? How is information transfer on the internet made secure? What is cybersecurity and what are the common internet crimes? Okay, this is like, grade 10 all over again. What is the internet? It's a global network of computers, which we did already, to each other, which communicate through a standardized set of protocols. That's what TCP/IP is, I'm assuming. So I was right, it's a communication system. In the video below, Windsurf. What video? There is no video. Oh gosh. Okay. Windsurf, one of the fathers of the internet. Let's see, who is Windsurf? My god. Scary guy. Windsurf, one of the fathers of the internet, explains the history of how the internet works and how no one person or organization is really in charge of it. Wires, cables, and Wi-Fi. We are also learning about wires and cable, guys. Information on the internet moves from one computer to another in the form of bits over various mediums, including Ethernet cables, fiber optic cables, and wireless signals. I think it's just wireless signals now, right? In the video link below, you will learn about the different mediums for data transfer on the internet and the pros and cons for each. If everything is in a video, where the fuck is the video? IP addresses and DNS. Now these are very complicated terms. Now that you know about the physical medium for the data transfer over internet, it's time to learn about the protocols involved. How does the information traverse from one computer to another? Again, there's a video which we don't see, packets, routing, and reliability. Information transfer on the internet from one computer to another does not need to follow a fixed path. In fact, it may change paths during the transfer. This information transfer is done in the form of packets. Okay, so the information travels in packets. I'll write this down. So internet, like there is this data transfer happening. Actually, so data is moving here. Back and forth, right? And it is doing in the form of, how do you visualize packets? In the form of packets. And form of packets, right? These packets may follow different routes depending on certain factors. In this video, you will learn about how packets of information are routed. Okay, again, another video that I don't see. HTTP and HTML, it's the standard protocol by which web pages are transferred over the internet. The video below, again, okay. Encryption and public keys. Cryptography is what keeps our communication secure on the internet. Okay, cybersecurity and crime. But against criminal activity, alright. So this was kind of useless because it doesn't tell you much. It tells you that internet is basically a network of computers and how they communicate with each other through, different mediums. It could be through physical cables, or it could be, through wireless signals in the air, and could be due to and like they reach to different computers through these address systems called IP addresses and DNS, and the information being that's been traversing is through something called packets, which keeps the data contained and makes it reliable to send it across paths. And in order to do this, the data being transferred follows some protocol, which is the HTTP, and browsers use this to load websites for you. And to keep this entire data transfer secure, there's encryption that happens, right? I don't think that there's much to it really, but I'll check the other article as well. Okay, this is a Wikipedia article. I'm not reading a Wikipedia article. Overall, a very boring really thing, but okay. Do I really have to? I'll do this later actually, but okay. So yeah, that's what it is. I'll see you in the next video where we are going to again understand how does the internet work. Thank you. And then we'll go through all of this. But yeah, overall this is what the videos are going to be about, me trying to make sense of the words that other people have written on the internet on how to become a front-end developer, right? So yeah, see you guys in the next one.